You've just landed. You grab your carry-on, follow the signs, and then, you see it. A long line of people, booths with officers, and a sign that says, Passport Control.
My heart was pounding. I had no idea what they were going to ask me. What if I said something wrong?
Today on Real English Podcast, we walk you through exactly what happens at Passport Control and Customs, so next time, you'll walk through with confidence. Hello and welcome to Real English Podcast. I'm William, and today we are diving into a situation that every international traveller faces, arriving in a new country and going through immigration.
And I'm Sarah. This episode is actually based on my real experience arriving in the USA for the first time. Spoiler, it was a little stressful, but I got through it. And you will too.
So Sarah, set the scene for us. You've just landed at JFK Airport in New York. What was going through your mind?
Honestly, pure panic. I'd studied English for years, but I'd never actually spoken it in a real situation like that. I followed the signs to passport control and joined the queue.
And when it was your turn, what happened? Walk us through the conversation with the officer.
Okay, so the officer looked at my passport, then looked at me and said, "What is the purpose of your visit?"
And how did you answer that?
I said, "Tourism," just one word. I was so nervous. But the officer just nodded and asked, "How long is your length of stay?"
That's a very common question. Did you know the answer?
Yes, luckily. I said 2 weeks. Then he stamped my passport. I love that sound, by the way, and I got my entry stamp.
I love that sound too. It feels official. So you passed passport control. Then what?
Then I had to go through customs. And honestly, that part confused me more. They gave everyone a customs form on the plane, and I wasn't sure I'd filled it in correctly.
What did the customs officer ask you?
He looked at my form and said, "Do you have anything to declare?" And I just froze. I didn't understand the word declare.
Oh no. What did you do?
I panicked and said nothing to declare, which was actually the right answer. I just didn't realize it at the time. The officer smiled and waved me through.
Lucky instinct. But let's make sure our listeners actually understand what declare and nothing to declare mean, so they don't have to rely on luck. Let's break down the key vocabulary from that conversation. We had 4 important phrases. Let's go through them one by one. First, purpose of your visit. The officer wants to know why you are in their country. Common answers are tourism, business, study, or visiting family. Always answer clearly and honestly.
You can say, "I'm here for tourism," or "I'm here on business," or "I'm visiting my sister." All of these are perfect answers.
Second phrase, length of stay. This means how long you plan to be in the country. You can answer with 2 weeks, or 10 days, or until the 5th of June.
A good tip, know your departure date before you land. Officers love a confident, specific answer.
Third, entry stamp. When an officer approves your entry, they stamp your passport. This stamp shows the date you arrived and how long you can stay. It's your official permission to be in the country.
And fourth, the one that confused me, to declare something. In customs, to declare means to officially tell the government about goods you are bringing into the country.
If you have large amounts of cash, usually over $10,000, fresh food, plants, or expensive items you bought abroad, you must declare them. If you don't, you can get a fine.
If you have nothing to declare, you walk through the green lane and say exactly that, nothing to declare. It's simple once you know the phrase.
And finally, the customs form. Most countries give you this form on the plane or at the airport. Fill it in carefully, list any items you need to declare, and hand it to the customs officer. Easy. Now let's imagine a second scenario. Sarah, what if someone asks you more detailed questions at passport control? Let's practice that.
Great idea. Okay, I'm the traveler. You be the officer.
Passport, please. Where are you traveling from today?
From London. I connected through Heathrow.
And where will you be staying during your visit?
I'll be staying at a hotel in Manhattan for the first week, and then with a friend in Brooklyn.
Good. Do you have a return ticket?
Yes, I have a return flight on the 15th. I can show you if you need.
That won't be necessary. Enjoy your stay. Welcome to the United States.
Thank you so much. Okay, stepping out of the role play, did you notice how I offered extra information? I didn't just say yes to the hotel question, I gave details. That makes you sound confident.
Exactly. Officers are trained to spot nervousness. If you're well prepared and give clear, calm answers, the whole process goes much faster. You don't need to be perfect, just clear.
And one more tip, always have your documents ready before you reach the booth. Passport, boarding pass, hotel confirmation, and your customs form. Don't be searching through your bag while the officer is waiting. Let's quickly review the vocabulary from that second conversation. We had 2 great phrases. The first was, enjoy your stay. Officers say this when they approve your entry. It's a warm, polite closing. You can respond with, thank you, or thank you, I will.
Don't overthink the response. A simple, warm thank you is perfect. You don't need to say anything elaborate. The interaction is over. Just smile and walk through.
The second phrase, have your documents ready. This is something experienced travelers always do. Ready means prepared, in your hand or immediately accessible, not buried in your bag.
A great habit is to put your passport, boarding pass, and customs form in one easy-to-reach pocket before you land. When you arrive at the booth, you look organized and confident.
And remember, immigration officers deal with hundreds of people every day. They appreciate travelers who are clear, polite, and prepared. That's you after listening to this episode.
Now let's repeat the key phrases slowly. Listen carefully and repeat after me. What is the purpose of your visit? My length of stay is 2 weeks. Do you have anything to declare? I have nothing to declare. I have my documents ready. Time for a quick quiz. Question 1. The officer at passport control asks you, what is the purpose of your visit? You are traveling for a holiday. What do you say? Pause and answer out loud. The answer is, I'm here for tourism. Or simply, tourism. Question 2. The customs officer asks, do you have anything to declare? You have no food, no large amounts of cash, and nothing unusual in your bag. What do you say? The answer is, nothing to declare. Or, no, I don't have anything to declare. Question 3. What is an entry stamp, and where do you find it? The answer is, an entry stamp is an official ink mark placed in your passport by immigration when you enter a country. It shows the date you arrived and how long you can stay. That's a wrap on episode 4. Today you learn how to handle passport control and customs like a pro. Remember, purpose of visit, length of stay, declare, nothing to declare, customs form, and entry stamp. 6 phrases that will carry you through any arrival.
And in our next episode, English 005, I tell you what happened after I got through customs. Because my suitcase? It was not on the carousel. Stay tuned and keep speaking English every single day. See you next time.